a very well-respected journalist, an author, has made a claim that Ghislaine Maxwell had a threesome with a former Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. He made that claim on a podcast with the Daily Mail, and he then went on to repeat that a day later when he was on Talk TV with Jeremy Kyle. Now, what I want to do is I want to play a game. If we accept that this is true, and I'll show you the videos of the claim in a second or two, but if this claim is true, and I've no reason to suggest it is or it isn't, it's just a claim at the end of the day, and I want to play Guess the PM, right? So I'm going to play the videos for you first, and then I'm going to list all the potential former Prime Ministers that could be the person, if indeed it happened at all. So here's the videos. The first one is this gentleman on the Daily Mail podcast. This gentleman's Andrew Lownie. Now, Andrew Lownie is a British historian, author, literary agent. He's 64 years of age. He studied at Magdalen College, Cambridge. He's worked as a bookseller, publisher, journalist for things like The Times, The Telegraph, The Wall Street Journal, Spectator, The Guardian since 1988. And he tends to do a lot of royalty stuff. He's got a lot of notable books. The Presbyterian Cavalier, a biography of John Buchan. I might have a wee read at that one. Stalin's Englishman, The Life of Guy Burgess. The Mountbattens, The Lives and Loves. The Traitor King, The Scandalous Exile of the Duke and Duchess of Windsor. And his most recent work, The Rise and Fall of the House of York, which came out last year, which was highly critical about Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson, based on hundreds of interviews and FOI requests focusing on the scandals, including Andrew's obvious ties to Epstein. So that's who this man is. And here are the two videos. The first one, as I say, is when he's on the Daily Mail. When he first came out with this thing, I think he caught the interviewer off guard a little bit with this bombshell. And the second is when they followed that up with Jeremy Kyle, asked him about it, I believe, the following day. So here's the videos, and then we'll play Guess the PM as soon as it's done.
Heard of all sorts of threesomes, including a threesome with Ghislaine and a British Prime Minister.
Oh my goodness. A recent British Prime Minister?
A former British Prime Minister. It's not Winston Churchill.
Oh my goodness. Okay, fine. Okay, well, I think the lawyers would cut that out if we went any further on that.
I've been given evidence.
There's so much I want to ask you, but let's start with that shocking revelation that you came out with in the last few days, implying, and I quote, that somewhere in the files there will come to pass the information that a past British Prime Minister, and children's ears, had a threesome with Jeffrey Epstein and a call girl. I mean, one begs to, I'm not going to ask, I'm just going to say, how shocking more is this story going to get?
Well, I think it has still some way to go. I mean, I've known about the story about the former Prime Minister for some time, but I see that actually it is in the files. There is a release there. People don't seem to have picked it up, but actually there's an FBI correspondence discussing it. So I'm sure that name will eventually appear.
I don't know what to say. Sorry, it wasn't it was with Ghislaine Maxwell, just to put it all into, is what it says here with Ghislaine Maxwell. There we go.
Right, so, who done it? Right, and again, for legal reasons, I'm not suggesting this is done. I'm just talking about discussing the claims made by a third party. So, Maxwell is obviously linked to Epstein, if this happened at all. So she met him around about 1991. So we're looking at Prime Ministers since then. And he did say his words were a former Prime Minister. Now that might mean at the time of this allegation, this person was already a previous Prime Minister, or they are now a previous Prime Minister. So I'm not sure exactly what it means, but that means the only person we can kind of rule out between Maggie Thatcher And Keir Starmer is Keir Starmer, because he's not a former Prime Minister and wasn't even in there when she obviously got arrested. And I'm kind of guessing this threesome, alleged threesome, didn't happen while she was in the nick. Right, so I've got this list here, and we'll just go through the names one by one. And what I want you to do is put in the comments who you think is the most likely candidate this man's got in his mind, right? So we start off with Maggie Thatcher, because she was the Prime Minister when... Now, it could be past that. It could be someone who was really old when they had this threesome, because it's got to have happened after 1990. But I'm kind of thinking it was the James Callan, right? So we'll use Maggie Thatcher as a starting point, just for makes chronological sense. But I kind of don't think it was her. The next name up is John Major. I know he had a wee fling with one of these parliamentarians, but don't know. Think it was him. Stick his name in below. Next up, and I'm not suggesting anything with that shock surprise, is Tony Blair. Now, what I need to do at this point, I need to apologise to the viewers, because I'm painting mental pictures inside your head, which consists of Ghislaine Maxwell, a former Prime Minister, and another, which may have been female, may have been male. We don't know, right? So I do apologise, because I've now got this thing with Tony Blair in my head, right? And I don't like what I'm seeing. So apologise if you're going through the same as me. So we've got possibles: Maggie Thatcher, John Major, Tony Blair. Next up, Gordon Brown. Now, there have been allegations made about Gordon Brown and having some strange bedroom preferences, but I don't know. Next one, David Cameron. What do you think? Is he a possible? Is that the sort of thing Cameron would be up to? I'm not so sure. Theresa May. That apology is doubled now, because I've now got another thing in my head that is just, no, that ain't nice, right? Next up, Boris, right? But he was the Prime Minister 2019. That's the other thing. They're not necessarily being the Prime Minister at the time of this alleged three-way transaction, right? Could have happened before they were Prime Minister, then they became Prime Minister. Hadn't considered that before I hit record. So Boris, Prime Minister 2019 to 2022. She get a nick no much after that, right? So, who knows? Liz Truss. I'm going to give her a pass on this one, right? I'm prepared to put my reputation at stake and say, I don't believe for a minute Liz Truss had a threesome with Ghislaine Maxwell, right? I'm prepared to say that didn't happen. And the last contender is Rishi Sunak. Again, if it was him, I would say that probably happened before he was a Prime Minister, and then he became the Prime Minister, and that's how this man can today say he was a former Prime Minister. Is that possible? What do you think? Tell me, talk to me, people, right? But at the end of the day, the whole thing could be bollocks. Excuse us some laugh considering it though, if it is true. But this man also said in his interview, to be fair, that, and I've not been able to find it, but he claims that there is a comment on that about this allegation in the Epstein files, just nobody's been able to find it. So if any of you can find it, that would be even more fantastic. Stick a link in below where you found it, and I'll go and dig deeper. And I might do a second video about Guess the PM, right? So, who was it? Who are you voting for? Maggie Thatcher, John Major, Tony Blair, Gordon Brown, David Cameron, Theresa May, Boris Johnson, Liz Truss, or Rishi Sunak? You want others to guess and you want others to see the video, you need to give this one the thumbs up. Also, to help share videos just now on YouTube, comments are great, so stick your comments below. And always just double check, goes that way, that you're still subscribed to the channel. And do me a big favour, see the notification bell, give that a click. There's only 10% of subscribers have got notifications turned on, and a lot of people tell me that they're not seeing my videos as much in their timelines, which is kind of normal for YouTube because of the stuff that I talk about. So if you don't want to miss a video, Not saying you need to watch every one, but click the notifications. You'll get told when I put a video out. If you fancy the title and the thumbnail, click it, but at least you'll still see them. So please do that. That would be a great help. YouTube will put a video up here that they think you like. Have a click at that if you're bored. But more important than all that, have a great day. Cheery bye now.